everyone. First for the weather report. I know you're waiting for it. It rained today, just a little bit, and I was asleep, so I missed it, but I'm still super excited. And I'm going to try to refrain from doing a backflip of joy, primarily because I don't know how to do it. That'd probably be an interesting display. So anyway, I just have a quick video today because we need to go deal with our 120 blueberry bushes. I sense some weeding in my immediate future, but I wanted to share a little story with you today. Many years back, I was very privileged to be the writer for Pastor Chuck Smith of Calvary Chapel. And I also did books for his wife, Kay. So I was at their house one time. It was actually the day that the first of her 5 books that I did for her came out. And I was so excited to be able to bring her the book and just let her see it because, you know, it was the very first book she'd ever had. And it was all of her teachings. And so it was just a great day. And I actually spent about 5 hours there. We talked about everything under the sun. But during that time, just kind of out of the blue, she started talking to me about Pastor Chuck's shoes. And anybody who ever knew Pastor Chuck knew he just loved these white, sensible shoes, I guess is the best way to say it. I think they were leather, but they were all exactly the same, kind of rounded. I don't know how to explain them. They laced up, but all of you who knew Pastor Chuck know what I'm talking about. But she said that he would never buy any other shoe. That's the only shoe he ever wanted. And that she would, he always kind of stored them or, you know, kept them on a ledge by the back door where he went into the garage. So he took them off there when he came in. And it just would drive her crazy because she thought, why are you always wearing just those one shoes? So, but one day a friend of hers, husband passed away, and she went over to, you know, spend some time with the woman and console her. And when she got back, she walked through the garage to go into the house and just glanced down at that long row of white shoes, all identical, with their little laces hanging out, and her perspective completely changed. She said suddenly, instead of being annoying that they were all the same, she just felt tender toward Pastor Chuck and was so grateful to have a husband who loved all those white shoes. And that was a pretty powerful message to me. I mean, that was probably 10 years ago. And I've thought about that so many times. And I had an opportunity this year to have sort of that same revelation. It was Valentine's Day. And first I have to tell you a little bit about Dave. So Dave loves peanut butter. And Dave will be out working, you know, mowing the lawn or doing whatever. And he suddenly gets this, you know, little low blood sugar issue going on. So we'll come in the house, and peanut butter is always his go-to. He will go get a big spoon and go to the pantry and, you know, scoop it out and just be done with it. He just eats it and it's over with, which is one of the 2 ways that we differ about peanut butter, because I love it too. But I can make a spoonful of peanut butter last 15 minutes. I mean, I'm not in any rush to be done with it. You know, it was like our dog Hunter, I would throw her a leftover piece of roast or something that was just luscious, and she'd just open her mouth and it would go straight down her throat. And I'd always say, Hunter, there is no way you enjoyed that. No possible way you even tasted that. Well, Dave was kind of like that with the peanut butter. But the other way that we differ is that when I am done with my spoonful of peanut butter, there is no evidence to indicate that peanut butter ever resided on that spoon. Dave, however, does not have that same sort of philosophy about eating off the spoon. He just eats it and then he throws the spoon in the sink, and there's still all kinds of peanut butter clinging to it, which I still don't understand how that could be. But it would kind of annoy me in the beginning. It was just a little irritant because the dishwasher wouldn't get that peanut butter off of there. It just wouldn't. So I would have to rewash it, and I got to where when I'd see that in the sink, I'd have to rub it off, you know, before I put it in the dishwasher. And so I kind of asked him a few times, do you think you could maybe clean the spoon off a little better before you put it in there? Well, then I was getting a little more firm. Dave, I really can't throw that into the dishwasher like that. I realize how stupid this all is, but you know, all of our irritations are this stupid. So I'm just sharing mine. So at Valentine's Day, I think I probably asked him 5 or 6 times to just, you know, clean it off a little better. And he casually said to me, hey, tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Is there anything you want? And I said, yes, I would really like if you would clean off your peanut butter spoons before you put them in the sink. And so he said, okay. And the next day, In the morning, he got a scoop of peanut butter, cleaned it off carefully, and set it in the sink. And I happened to be at the sink because I was washing dishes, and I looked down at that pristine spoon, and all of a sudden, I realized it was the same exact feeling I'd had when Kay told me about Pastor Chuck's shoes. I thought, if one day Dave was gone and I looked in the sink and all my spoons were clean like that and there was no evidence of peanut butter on any of them, I would be devastated. And so I called Dave into the kitchen and I said, I don't want you to do that anymore. I said, my gift to you is please just eat them the way you did and just throw them in the sink and I'll take care of them, because it would kill me if you weren't here to mess up the spoons like that. So just those little things. All of us have people in our lives that do things that are really, to the rest of us, we're like, really? That's the thing that bothers you? But to you, it's an irritation. The better way to look at it is just to flip it around and thank God that we have people in our lives to do those little things that we do differently and the right way. We still are so grateful. We should train ourselves to be so grateful that there's someone in the house that is still leaving those little reminders of their existence around here and there. So I hope that helps some of you, because like I said, every single one of us has a person who would benefit from us just flipping our perspective a little bit. I will talk to you soon. Hope you guys have a great day.